Hello everybody, my name is Hoss Belyadi with Kontota Franchising. Today I want to talk to you guys about a very important concept called lifetime value, LTV. So lifetime value, LTV. That is basically the lifetime value of a customer. Now, how do you calculate your lifetime value? That's probably one of the most important equations when it comes to scaling your business. You might be wondering, well, I want to scale my business, but you want to know what your lifetime value of every customer is. The equation, actually, the formula is very simple. So it's the average ticket price. The average ticket price. Let's just say if you have an HVAC business or a grooming business or whatever kind of business you've got, what is the average ticket price across all your customers times the number of times that a customer uses you on average. So if you have 1,000 customers, out of the 1,000 customers, how often are they using you? Do they use you 1 time, 10 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times? You take the average of all of those, how many times a customer uses you, okay, times your gross profit. Okay, this is basically how much, not your net profit. This is the direct cost of essentially your goods. If you're paying your guys, for example, in payroll costs, that will be part of your equation. So let's just say let's make it simple here. If you make $100 and you pay your guys $50 out of the 100, so that's 50% that goes to those guys, and you're left with $50. So your gross profit will be 50%, or it could be higher, it could be lower, depending on what you got. But you should know my gross profit numbers, okay? So average ticket price times the number of times every customer uses you, okay, on average, times your gross profit. So let's just do some math here. Let's just say if the average ticket price for your service is $100, I'm gonna make it simple. $100 times, if a customer uses you 5 times on average, okay, times 5, times your gross profit, let's make it simple, it's 50%. You've got 500 times 50%, that's 250. That is the lifetime value of your customer. Lifetime value of your customer. So that customer on average is worth $250 because they use you 5 times, average ticket price of $100 times 50%, which is your gross profit. That is the lifetime value. Okay. Now let's talk about another important metric called customer acquisition cost. Customer acquisition cost. This is the amount of money you're spending on acquiring your customers. That includes everything. That includes how much you're paying for Google ads, for Facebook ads, for whatever ads you're running. Paying your guys payroll to do marketing, whatever marketing you're doing, that needs to go into your customer acquisition cost. Okay, you just need to know how much you're spending per month. Okay, on basically your customer acquisition. So if you're spending, for example, I'm just making it simple here. Let's say you're spending $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month, okay? And then out of the $10,000 that you're spending, let's just say you obtain about a couple hundred customers, per month. So you spend $10,000 per month, and you're obtaining from that $10,000 you're spending, you're getting a couple hundred customers. That means your customer acquisition cost is $50 per customer. $50 per customer. That's how much that is. Okay, so you have to spend $50 to acquire a new customer. There's a very important ratio called LTV, lifetime value, divided by your CAC, customer acquisition cost. Okay, if you take your LTV divided by CAC, the higher this ratio, the more potential your business has, the more potential it has to grow to take your business to the next level. The LTV, let's just do math here. You've got an LTV of $250 divided by $50. That's a LTV to CAC ratio of 5. Now, the higher this number, if this number is usually like greater than 3, you have some potential to scale your business. The higher this number, the more you can scale your business. Now, how do you go about it? How do you make this number higher? Well, your customer acquisition, you can spend more money on marketing and all those things. That's great, right? But really, what you really want to focus on, you want to focus on 2 things. Your average ticket price. Are you charging enough money for your services? Okay. And number 2 is the number of times that customers use you. Do you have a recurring program where customers can use you over and over? Okay. So now, if you take the average ticket price times the number of times that customers use you, if you can increase this, you're going to also increase your LTV, and as a result, you're going to increase that ratio. Okay. So what you really want to focus on is what you want to focus on to increase the number of times that a customer uses you is customer intimacy. Customer intimacy. Meaning, what kind of experience you can provide to your customers that customers will use you over and over. What can you do for your customers as a brand to help those customers coming back to you every single time instead of going to somebody else? So you really want to focus on your customer intimacy, and you want to focus on your average ticket price. Now, this gross profit, you can always reduce your costs by different stuff, but you don't want to pay your guys less. You want to pay your guys really well to attract top talent. So you don't want to really, you can try to improve that, but you really want to pay your guys really well. So really what you want to focus on, if you can focus on the number of times a customer use you and your average ticket price, it's going to make a huge difference. It's going to make a huge difference. So very important, just remember that your lifetime value is a function of 3 things: average ticket price, number of times, gross profit, and CAC is basically how much money you're spending on marketing divided by the number of customers that you're acquiring per month. That's that. And then you do your LTV divided by CAC, you get your ratio. The higher this ratio, the faster you can grow your company. You need to know these numbers, every single one of these numbers. If you don't know them, that's fine. Just go back and do your analysis, figure out how much you're spending and what your CAC is, what your LTV is, so you can understand what that ratio is and basically be able to improve that ratio over time. Thanks for watching.